my pre and postnatal folks on the days that you want your practice to feel a little more grounded, not so hot, not so heated. So make sure that you've got 2 blocks, and if you don't have blocks, you can get full paper towel rolls and enjoy and follow along for our grounded, gentle Vinyasa wave for my pre and postnatal folks. All right, let's get started. So grab hold of your blocks and simply step your left foot forward. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. And then on your breath, just start to lengthen and bend your front leg. So really follow your breath timing. Now make sure for my pregnant friends, you have plenty of baby space. Okay, now the next time you bend your front leg, release your back knee and start to pull your hips back. Okay, now from here, drop that right hip. Keep the ball of the foot reaching back and your heel reaching forward. Now for some of us, this is really tight, so start to notice if you're clenching your jaw or your shoulders are lifted. See how you can deepen your breath. And then turn your toes out. Oh yeah, that external rotation, get you right in the hip, right in the hamstring. Now if you have pubic pain, crossing the thighs, crossing your midline can make that even worse. So you're gonna stay here, but if you don't, slide your leg over to the left, draw the right hip back and down, and just see how that feels in the glutes and the piriformis. This can feel great in the outer hip, especially if you're waking up at night with a kind of that burning sensation in your hip. All right, turn your toes back up, take your leg over, and then bend your front leg and take your knees in. So I'm not squeezing my knees, I'm keeping my knees underneath my hips, so I'm gonna kick my heels out. So I'm looking for internal rotation. We don't get that very often. So the heels are wide, the knees are underneath the hips. And I'm thinking of reaching my sit bones back. Now keep your right leg where it is, take your left leg out and a little side lunge. I do this in pretty much every class. We talk about how it opens, this asymmetrical position opens your mid pelvis. So a lot of the students love this one because they know they might use it in labor. Okay, now take your block next to your hip, reach your left arm up and over, big side bend, and then bring your hand to the back of your head. Roll the left ribs open and then wrap your left ribs forward. I hope you're feeling this in the sides of the rib cage. Okay, let's just do one more. Nice, and then we'll go the other way. Take the forearm down, reach up and over, and then bend into the front leg, and then back your hips up and see if you get a little bit more stretch in your side body. Nice, bring your hands back onto your blocks. This time, you're going to slide the heel out. Tuck your back toes under, and again, reach your sit bones back. So this is getting a little more into the adductor, the inner thigh. And if there's pubic pain, you may want to modify back to our first option with the knee bend. Turn your toes forward. So we're really working into all the directions of the hips. So we started with the back of the leg, the hamstring, then we got into the inner leg. Now we're getting into the outer hip. And we widened the sit bones with our internal rotation. All right, now take your knee down. Now let's work on the front of the hip, the psoas. So as you step your leg forward, it's really common to dip the butt back. Instead, we're gonna zip the pubic bone up, drop the tail. So see if you can find the front of your pelvis, these little hip points, and start to draw them up. Good, you might already start to notice that psoas waking up. Now activate, pull your back knee forward, drag your front heel back. So you're magnetizing your heel and knee, and then sweep your arms up, and then take your forearm to your thigh or your hand to your block while the pubis is lifting, while the tail's dropping. One more big breath. Nice, bring yourself back to all fours. Now from here, you can just take a little rest if you want, because we have the whole other side to do, or maybe you want to do some body circles. Get into the side ribs, into your back, and then you can take yourself the other way. Good, now we've been doing some side stretches, so let's keep going with that. So reach your arms forward, pull your hips back. And then you can walk your hands over to the right, bend the right elbow and reach the left arm out and pull your left hip crease back. Good, let's come back to center and go the other way. So as I reach to the left, I'm pulling my right hip back. Now you can either go back to puppy pose or grab your block, Put it between your thighs. We're gonna get a little adductor strengthening. Hands at least a hand's distance forward. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Come on the balls of your feet, bend your knees, press your hands down and forward as you pull your hips back. And if you can, go ahead and straighten your legs. Keep thinking hips go way back. Good, release your knees down to the floor. Grab your block. All right, we've got the other side to do. Step your right foot forward. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. And again, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. So this can be good for any trimester. It could be good for the days that you just don't feel like doing a really heated, powerful practice, and you want to take it a little bit more grounded. All right, next time you bend your front leg, drop that back knee and start to pull your hips back as you flex your front foot. And keep pulling the ball of the foot back, reach your heel forward, drop your hip. Every time you meet sensation, it's just another opportunity to work on your coping skills. So maybe you have a mantra, this too shall pass, I can do anything for a short period of time. Turn your toes out to the side. Some of us are gonna stay here. Again, if there's pubic pain, you're gonna stay here. Otherwise, slide your leg over to the left as much as you can. Keep that right hip dropping. Keep coming back to your breath. Nice, turn your toes up. Take your leg over, take your knee in, and then widen your heels, reach your sit bones back. So not only is this a nice grounded practice, but we're working on getting all directions of your hips open, which is what we need for labor. So much of yoga, we see just external rotation. Right now, internal rotation. We don't see that enough in yoga. All right, we'll keep the left leg where it is, take the right leg to the side, and just start to take a little bit of side lunges. Again, pubic pain, be a little bit more gentle here. Nice, all right, take the block next to your hip, big side stretch. Take your hand to the back of your head, inhale, open your chest, exhale, wrap the ribs forward. 2 more times, inhale, open, exhale, wrap the ribs forward. Last time, inhale, open, exhale, wrap the ribs forward, and then up and over to the other side. So lean a little bit into that front leg and then back the hips up just to add a little bit more stretch. And as you come back to your blocks, if there's pubic pain, stay here. Otherwise, reach the leg out, tuck the back toes, walk your blocks forward, and rock your hips back. Notice how this side might feel a little different than the other. Then you can turn your toes to point forward. So no matter how your birth unfolds, you know that you've helped prep your body for it. Take the front leg in, kick your heels out. Again, find that internal rotation. Good, and then keep your right leg where it is. Take your left leg forward. Zip the pubis up, curl the tailbone under. Again, find the front of your pelvis and really try to scoop those hip points up. And then pull the back knee forward, drag the front heel back. So you're magnetizing towards the midline. Reach your arms up, and then you can take a side bend, either forearm to thigh or hand to your block. Make sure you're not pitched forward. You're really trying to stay into a side plane reach here. One more breath. Good, and then stretch yourself all the way up. Hands to your blocks. And there we go. We got a little flow in, we got a little movement in. For those days that a big practice may not feel quite right, we still got to move. We still got to open the hips, work your back, work your breath, spend time on the mat, spend time preparing your mind, body for birth and connecting to your baby. I'm Deb Flashenberg. I'm founder of Prenatal Yoga Center. I'll see you next time.